we already understood how the graph has been represented and multiple technique, like how we can add something in a graph, how we can delete something, and different terminology. Yes. Now in a part 3, we try to understand how the graph can be traversed. So I welcome you all student. I am the Drashti Mori from the New Alja Institute of Engineering and Technology. As I said, for a traversal, we have a two different type of technique. We try to understand these two technique in detail. Let's start. For a quick revision, let me give you the idea how insert delete operation can be performed in a graph. In a part 2, I already explained how the new edge is been introduced would be reflected in your matrix. But consider the case where some new node is been added. Now, when I say new node would be added means what? Is need to be modified through the matrix representation. Now, the extra row and column has been added. Okay. So, in here also, if node 4 is added, you have to create one link. Fine. So now we will jump to the next topic, that is breadth first search. When I say breadth first search means name itself says that we are trying to search the graph. So this is also a technique which is used in a tree as well. So breadth means level wise search. When some level has been already visited, then after the lower level been visited. Likewise, all the tree is traversed and all the node would be visited. Why this operation is important is when you are trying to find some shortest path, when you try to find the total cost of the traversal, at that time you require to traverse in your graph. And whenever you require to traverse, you require to visit and calculate each and every path and all. So that's why we require a technique where all the node would be visited once. Okay. So first is a breadth first, and as I said, it is a level wise. So when I say levels means, let me take one example here. This is the root node. I am taking example from the tree, but as tree is a special case of graph, you can apply the same in your tree mechanism also. Okay. So this is one tree, and now I require to traverse. So breadth first search says if you are at level 0, you just have to write down the list that A, then after go down level 1. So it is like higher to lower. Okay. So if you are at the level 0, you have to first visit the node, then after you will go one step down, and then after visit all the nodes which are at level 1. This way, if you are traversing, then you are doing the breadth first search. Is this fine? So same way you have to do in your graph. But in graph, one problem is here that in tree, you never find any repetition because graph have no loop. Yes. So in graph, you never find that B is visited, now again B is come. No. But in a, so this can be happen in a graph, but in tree, it cannot be happen. So for a graph, you require to maintain one extra thing, that is node is visited or not. For that, we have set the flag. Okay. So this is 000 means all the node are not been visited. Consider the case where you have just started the thing. At that time, no node is visited. So all the position is 000. That 0 node is visited, no. 1 node is visited, no. Any node is visited, no. Okay. So no node is visited. Now you have to start to traverse, or you can say search. It is also known as a breadth first traversal. And for this mechanism, you are using the queue. You know the operation of NQ and DQ. Whenever some example is given for breadth first or depth first, some starting node is given. And if start node is not been given, you choose any node as a start node. Fine. In our case, let me take start node as a 0. Okay. So 0 is been first node and it is visited. Yes. So 0 I'm taking as a start node. Then after as well as I add this in a queue, I visited. Okay. Then only I am able to add in my queue. Yes. So this is visit said. So write 1. Okay. Now 0 neighbor node need to be added in my queue. Okay. So before adding, I require to dequeue. So 0 is dequeued and it will be printed. Okay. So now what is the neighbor node? 1 and 2 is a neighbor node for 0. Fine. Then after, as well as this 2 node is been added in my queue, this node is visited. So I'm making 1, 1. Fine. Now what will happen? As 1 and 2 is added, and after doing this, I require to check that 1 is having any neighbor or not. Okay. Or before that, I dequeue it and now check anything is left that 0 is 1 is connected to whom? 0 and 2, and 0 and 2 both is already been visited, so no need to add in my q part. Okay, so nothing has been added, only 1 is dq. Now check for 2. 2 have anything with has a neighbor node or not? 2 have the connection with 0, 1 and 3. 0 need to be added? No, because 0 is already visited. 1 is need to be added? No, 1 is already been visited. 3 need to be added? Yes, because it is not visited. So 3 is now added and their visited flag is also set. Now check, 3 have any connection or not? 3 have any further connection or not? But in our case, 3 is the last node, so nothing would be added and 3 need to be DQ. Okay. So this is the final answer of breadth first search. And if you want to write in a T format, you can write this way. We first visited 0, then after I visited 1, then after visited 2, and then after visited 3. This way we visited all the nodes. Fine. Let me give you the idea about depth and then we compare with these two techniques, you will get more idea. For fundamental, you should understand that here we are trying to go with level by level. Fine. Now same example, but we are trying to do with the depth first. So depth first search says if your tree look like this, okay, then depth first search case, if start node is this, you just have to check A is connected with B. Yes. Now don't go with the level. You just have to go with the depth. So B have any connection or not? Yes, have. And now D have any connection or not? No. D don't have any connection. So this is the dead end. Okay. So whenever you find any dead end, at that time you just have to write in your screen. Okay. So now D is been written. Now go backward. So it is also known as a backtrack. So in a depth first, we require to backtrack. From D to B, backtrack to B. Now check, B have any further connection or not? If we have any further connection, then go with the direction. But here B don't have any child node. Okay, so B don't need to go down. So B is also completed their position. So B is also been added. Now B have any, B is already visited. So now go backward. Okay, now check A have any extra child or not. A have child B, which is already visited. B A have one more child, that is C, and C is not visited. So go C. C ke pass. Now C have anything below that? No. So C is the last. So it is a dead end. Okay. So C now need to be add. And now C don't have anything, so go back. And this go back process is known as a backtrack. Now A have anything else? If A have any else child, consider the case that A have child P, then you have to go with the child P. And then P to A, and A is the last node, so A will come last. So in a depth first, whenever you start, the start node come in a last. Okay, your start node would be print last. Fine. This is the example with the tree, but same thing if you want to do with the graph, then in graph you require to set one flag, that is visited or not, because in a graph there can be a case that from multiple direction you can visit the single node. So at that time you don't know that node is visited or not, and you don't want to print one node multiple time. Okay, that's why you want to set a flag. So in a depth first you require to maintain a stack. Okay, so in a stack, if I want to do this in a stack format, A, then after B, then after D. And D don't have anything, so D would be pop out. Now A, B don't have anything, so B is pop out. Now A have anything? Yes, A have child C. So A, C. Now C don't have anything, so C pop out. Now A have anything? Yes, A have P. So A, P. Fine. Now P is also pop out. What left is A. And A now don't have any child. So at the last A is pop out. So this is the way stack will be helpful in your depth first search. Let me do the same in your this graph. You have 0, 1, 2, and 3. Any node you can start. Let me start with the 0. Okay. So 0 is there. Now write down 0 have any connection? Yes. 0 have any connection with 1. So write down 1. Now 1 have any connection? Yes, 2. Write down 2. And whenever you are writing in your stack, you also have to modify the flag because it has been visited. Okay. Now 2 have any connection? Yes. 2 have any unvisited connection? Yes, 3. Now 3 have any unvisited connection? 3 have connection, but with what? 2. And 2 is already been added. So this is the end of your 3 visit. Okay. Now 3 is the last node. This is the dead end. Now you start pop out. Okay. So you pop out 3. Now check. 2 have anything else? 2 have any other connection which is not been visited till now? No. So 2 need to be pop out. In our case, we already visited all the node, so we simply need to pop out. But if my graph is bigger one, then there can be a case that you have a node 5 here. Yes. So what you can do? You start with the 0, then after 1 ke baad, you can select 2 or 5. Anything you can choose. But if you select the 5, then what will happen? Instead of selecting 2, you selected the 5. Then 5 is a dead end because after 5 you don't have any connection. Yes. So 5 need to be pop out. Yes. So 5 will be printed first. Then after check 1 have any connection or not. Yes. 1 have one connection, that is 2. So 2 need to be right. Then after no, this is wrong. One have any connection? Yes. One have connection with the 2. And now 2 have any connection that is not visited till now? Yes, 3. 3 is not visited. So 3 would be added. Now 3 need to be what? 3 is the dead end. So 3 need to be pop out. Now 2 have any further connection? No. 1 have any further connection? No. And 0 is the last. So this way also you have the depth first search. And there is a case that you might be find multiple depth first search. Based on your graph, you can create multiple depth first traversal pattern. Okay. So no one says this is the only right way you have to traverse. If your graph is like this, okay, this is your graph 0, 1, 2, and 3. And someone says find the depth first search, and your start node is 0. Yes. So how many possible way you can find the depth first search? In this graph, you have to find the depth first search. How many way you can find? For depth first search, you require to create a stack. Okay. Now 0 is a start node. 0 is connected with 1. 1 is connected with 2. 2 is connected with 3. Now 3 is connected with anything? No. So 3 is a dead end. So pop out. 2 pop out. 1 pop out. 0 last. So in this case, you have only one depth first search. You don't have any other option. Okay. But it is not true for all the graph. This is the graph that you don't have multiple connection. That's why this is possible that you only find one depth first search. Fine. Let me take one more example. You get more clarity on this. Now you have graph 1 and graph 2. Graph 1 is a undirected graph and graph 2 is a directed one. Now whenever I say undirected means you don't have to bother about the direction. You just have to check that connection is there or not. But in a direction you have to check inward or outward. Okay. Let me start with the undirected, that is graph 1. So for graph 1, and if I want to find the breadth first, how can I find? Create a cube. Okay. So in a cube, let me take 0 as a start node or anything you can select. Let me take 4 as a start node. Okay. Now 4 have how many neighbor connection? Okay. Let me write print. So in a print, before adding something, you just have to DQ. So 4 is DQ. Then after check, 4 is connected with 1. So 1 is added. Now DQ1 and then after check, 1 have how many connection? 1 have connected with 0 as well as 2. So 0 and 2 is added. Now check, 0 is any unvisited connection or not. 0 is connected with 1 and 2 and both is already been visited. So you just have to DQ, but you don't have to add something. But right now 2 have any connection? Yes, you have. 2 is connected with 3, which is not been visited. So 3 need to be added. Okay. And 2 is DQ. And 3 is the last node. So 3 also DQ. Now for the depth first, what will happen? You have a stack. And as I say, my start node is 4. Okay. Now 4 is added. Now check 4, 2. I can jump 1. From 1, where can I go? I can go 2. Okay. From 2, where can I go? I can go 0 as well as 3. Which direction should I choose? Both can I choose? So two-way solution is possible with the 0 as well as 3. Okay. Let me take 0. Now, after 0, I can visit 1. But 1 is already been visited. So no need to add. So 0 should be considered as a dead end. After 0, I cannot able to visit any unvisited node. So 0 is a dead end. So I need to pop out. So 0 is pop. So let me write print 0. Then after 2. 2 have any further connection or not? Yes, 3. So 3 need to be push. Now check 3 have any further connection or not? Yes, 3 don't have any further connection and this is also dead end. So 3 is pop out. Same way now 2 is pop out, 1 is pop out and 4 is pop out. Okay. And this is for what? This is for graph 2. Okay. Same way let me write for graph 1. For graph 1, I have a stack. I have a 4. I have a 1. Then after I can go anywhere. 0, 2, both is okay. 0 is also okay. 2 is also okay. Okay, let me take 0 for this time. Because here no direction is there. In graph 1, you don't have any direction. So you can go anywhere. But in a graph 2, from 1 you can only traverse it with the traverse to 2. Okay. So now 4, 1, 0. After 0, you can visit what? 2. After 2, you can visit 3. And 3 is a dead end. And now all the node has been visited. Nothing is left. So don't need to check. You simply pop out. Okay. Whatever you pop, you just write 3, 2, 0, 1 and 4. Okay. So this is the final answer for graph 1. Let me do this for the graph 2 here. For graph 2, you just have to make Q. Okay. Now, as I said, your start node is 4. So from 4, what is the next level? And before doing the one step down, you just have to write 4 here. Okay. 4, then 1. 1 is the last level. You can only go to 1. After 4, you can only traverse to 1. Okay. So 1 is a node which is connected with 4. Then after anything else, 1, then 2. Okay. So 2 is my level, next level. And after 2, I can jump where? I can jump to 0 as well as 3. So I can write both 0 and 3. Fine. And whenever I doing all these things, you just have to DQ first. So this is the final answer for graph 2. I hope this is able to understand. And this is very easy to do the different type of example. Here I end my video lecture. Thank you.